year so far. Take a look. And number two, where do you stand financially? So you have put your time and effort into whatever it is you're doing. How is the return on that financially? Did you the revenue, are you making money, or did you spend more than you made this year? And these are great tips, because if we're not really taking a hard look at what we're doing and where we're going, you won't know if this was profitable for you or not. Then she's talking about your marketing strategy. That's a big thing. How many individuals have done any type of marketing? And it doesn't have to be social media, because those are the ones she just listed, but they're networking events where you can join the chamber, where you can do, right now it's expo season. Expo season is always the spring and fall. So there are tons and tons of expos going on out there. Some are affordable, some are really, really expensive. So, find the middle ground for you that works. But there are churches are doing expos, communities are doing expos. There's so many out there that you can expose yourself to, your product to. But again, make sure you're doing something that you're actually seeing where your finances are moving, because that's what she started off with. Like for myself, I was a part of a chamber last year, and my membership expired this March. I did not renew because I took stock and I said, I paid however much I paid for that chamber membership, but I got nothing out of it. And people were coming and going and coming and going. So you couldn't really build. There wasn't much there for me to really build on. So I said, I'm not going to join that chamber again. So of course, I'm looking for other chambers to join. But guys, get your strategy going for what you're doing, especially for marketing. Because she said something, word of mouth. That's a big thing. Word of mouth is like the best that you can get. And it's, as they would say, it's a sweet thing to have, is word of mouth. It's, I can't even begin to explain how that, if you have not experienced that, try, build a relationship with your people. And if they love your product, they're going to keep sharing it without you even having to ask them to. So get your strategy going, because she said 10, but I only did 3 this morning. Maybe next week I'll cover the other. But guys, hopefully you were taking notes. Get your strategy going. So even if you're not going to end this year strong, you can take stock of what you're doing, where you're at, and start 2026 strong for yourself. So, Mr. CJ, did you have anything to add to that there?
Not today, not that, but to definitely reinforce the fact that we want to be conscious of the 2 in 24 and definitely close out strong. So that's the push.
Mhm.
We want to get it done.
Yeah.
Back
So
to
she
you.
said, yeah, she said, find that marketing strategy that works for you, not for anybody else, but which one is working for you. Because you have to you have to try different ones to see what's going to work best for you. Once you find that one that works, then and typically you're going to have more than one, but pay attention to the question. Are you doing any type of marketing? And if you're not, the next question is why? That's the only way you're going to expose your business. Like for myself, this weekend, I attended an expo. Guys, expos are great. You get to talk to however many people is coming into that expo for the day. You'll never, ever get to speak to so many individuals on your own if you're doing one-on-one. But when you do an expo, depending on the crowd, you can talk all day until you get home and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm all talked out. But that's exposure for your business. So I just wanted to share that. Go look in your paper, Google all day for expo in your area. It doesn't matter. Bridal expo, you name it, they're out there. So yeah.
And very important, now that is we keep talking about the follow-up. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
just stay in touch with your people and follow up. If whether
Yeah.
they did business or no, just keep in touch. Follow up is a
That's where,
lot
yeah.
to listen about that.
That's where a lot of people fall short. They might go out and do an event and you get the list, but people don't follow up. I hear people say, oh my God, I got this. When you do an event, they say within 24, don't let 3 days pass and you not call those people that signed up on your list. Actually, they said you should try to do it that day or the following day. Try not to go beyond that, but don't go past 3 days. And always follow up. If someone say, hey, I'm not ready yet, that's not a no. I've had people like say for my Kangen business, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they're like, I'm ready now because I keep following up with them every couple of months. I put them on a list and I reach out to them and I'll send them some information every now and then. As long as the individual didn't say to me, take me off your list, they're staying on there. Now, if someone says, take me off your list, you got to respect that. Don't call them anymore. But if they did not tell you that, just keep reaching out. You'd be surprised. Sometimes 5 years later, they're like, okay, I'm ready now. Because you're always reminding them that you exist. You've shared something with them of value. So anyway, so let's leave it there. But guys, go find the expos. They're out there. So let me go back. This morning, I'm just going to cover, oops, let me drag this up. No. A few of our products. Let me go into my PowerPoint. I pull up an old PowerPoint that I have that I've not really used in a long time. Wow. I don't want it shown this way. Hold on one moment. Let me download it and open. Sorry, guys, I forgot to download it.
No problem, Novelet. So while you do that, I'm gonna just share. Does anyone, of course, we always want to hear from anyone that's new to Momentum Morning. If you're available, let us know who invited you, where you're calling in from. So if you're available and you want to share where you're calling in from, who invited you to the call, we always want to hear. So if you want to go right ahead and unmute yourself, let us know who invited you and where you're calling from. We will move on from there. Okay. So just remember, guys, we are all an Atomy family here. And of course, leaders, if you have anyone new that's kind of shy and don't really want to unmute themselves, you can go ahead and tell us your name and we could just say welcome.
Okay.
All right. Back to you, Novelet.
Okie dokie. So this one starts out with Hemoheme. I think most of my PowerPoint started with Hemoheme. I did these back in COVID days. So anyway, so most of us are familiar with Hemoheme. Oh, okay. So let's go into it. So what is Hemoheme? It has the ability to resist the particular infections or toxins through preventing development of pathogen and microorganisms. So basically what this product does, it goes into your body and it's going to build a strong immune system. And I want to say this, guys, we need to remember, or ladies and gentlemen, we need to remember our body, this body is fearfully and wonderfully made by God to heal itself, to fight off viruses and bacteria, to fight off invaders that comes into our body if we just allow the body to do what it does. So I'm going to touch on this. When there's an invasion in your body, when there's a virus or bacteria, your body fights back by bringing on a fever. Don't run to the doctor to go get an your immune system, which is what antibiotics are, to stop the fever. Let the fever run its course. That is God's way of eradicating whatever it is that came in. So when you go and you take something that is anti your immune system and they tell you it's anti for the first word, anything that is anti, it's killing your immune system, it's killing your mitochondria, it's killing everything in your body that your body needs to fight back. So when you take that, then your body stops getting rid of that virus or bacteria that came in. And guess what it does? It sits in your body because it never got rid of it. You took the antibiotic that stopped what your body was doing. So the fever went away. But the problem did not go away. The problem is now sitting in your body. And this is why, as we get older, there's an onslaught of breakout that happens with our bodies because you might have had antibiotics 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times throughout your life. Those things have been sitting in your body. Perfect example, shingles come from you having chickenpox, right? So your body's getting rid of it from the breakout that's happening to your skin. And then you run to the doctor and you take the antibiotic and it stops everything, but that virus never left your body. So later on, it sits there and it blows up, and now you have shingles, which is something worse because it's extremely painful than the chickenpox. Guys, let your body do what it's doing. Just monitor the fever and just make sure it doesn't go way beyond a certain level. Now, if it keeps going and going and going, then you might not have a chance but to. But do it the old-fashioned way. They were a lot healthier because they allowed these viruses to leave their bodies. That's what the immune system does. Your body knows what to do if it can fight back, if it is strong enough. And that's where Hemohim comes in to aid your body in having a fighting chance to fight these invaders as they come in. So as you take it, it says it's going to help you to maintain a healthy immune system where you don't have to worry about if there's another outbreak, you're going to have to go run and have them shoot something in your system that you don't know what it's going to do later on, as we're seeing the fallout now. Build your immune system, people. This product is awesome. You come to my home, you're seeing boxes of Hemohim because I will always stay on it because of what it does for the body. So let's go on. So this is, it says it awakens your exhausted immune system. And of course, there's been 8 years of research and development on this product. So guys, not a fly-by-night product that someone made in their garage or wherever, and now it's on the market, because a lot of the products people go buy on Amazon, you don't know how it came about. But this product, you know, it's 8 years of research and development going on, approved by the Ministry of Food and Drug and Safety. So, and you see it shows here, complex pattern in Korea, USA, Japan, and Europe. So know your product. So as you're sharing it with people, you can give this information. Now, these are the 3 main plants that it's comprised of. Angelica ginkgos, I believe Angelica ginkgos is the one that is known as Dongquan. If you were to go on Amazon and buy Dongquan, it helps to regulate your unbalanced hormone. When my daughter started having her menstrual cycle, her hormones was just out of whack. Crazy to the point where they wanted to put her on birth control pill to normalize it. Her cycle was going for 7 days, then it would stop, then it would come back with a vengeance. It was just crazy. And I did my research because I'm not doing that. And Dongquan came up. So I had her on that before Hemohim, and it made a huge difference for her cycle. But when she got on Hemohim, it was amazing because guess what? She was no longer having those crazy, long flowing cycle of where it stopped and it would come back again. Hemoheme took care of everything. The cramping went away, the excessive clotting went away because of these three combinations here. So it was just amazing. So just having one did something, but this combination made a huge difference for her. So let's go into, I should have put in the other slide that gave the breakdown of all three, but that's okay. So let's go into it. It activates your natural killer cells. And it says here, test results in human application of raw material, which is developed in the bone marrow. Your natural killer cells is what you are going to need to fight off cancer. Those are we've seen the videos that we have played every now and then that's showing how the natural killer cells work. And guess what, guys? We all have cancer cells every day just floating around in our bodies. So why do we not all come down with cancer? Because your natural killer cells are working. It's going through, doing its job every single day. Now, when those natural killer cells die out and they're no longer working, then these tumors start growing in the body. So as you take this product, it's going to activate those natural killer cells so they can get to work. And that's why we hear people saying they had cancer and now it's gone, because those cells start doing their jobs again. They come back to life and they start doing what they're supposed to do. And as it shows here, role play in your immune system. So guys, the biodefense that this builds around your body as well when it comes to radiation, it's amazing. So as you are taking this product, you're building your immune system, you're protecting yourself from radiation, and the list goes on and on and on. We've heard many a testimony. So let me move my slide down because I have a couple of, I didn't realize I did not install Microsoft on here. So let's skip that. We already know who needs it, everybody. Athletes, housewife, and guys, housewife, people disregard what they do. They're exhausted every day. Not just housewives, but those individuals that are caretaker for their loved ones. They really, if you come across people that are caretakers, those that have elderly parents that they're taking care of, they need this product like crazy. So just share it with everyone. Everyone needs it. Truck drivers, you name it. Nurses, everyone. Oh, I did add it. So the Angelica, this is the Angelica radish. It's a plant that we know already. It's good for heartburn, intestinal gas, loss of appetite. And the list goes on and on. Runny nose, nervous system, plaque, and trouble. And then let's get to number 2. The cumin official is used as a herbal drug in the treatment of pain, inflammation, and menstrual, which I just mentioned, and anti-vitamin deficiency disease. Also act as a blood pressure depressant. In addition, there are several reports suggesting that they have pharmacological property to tumors, which we already know about. It helps with your glucose, and it goes on and on and on. But listen to it, herbal medicine for cancer chemo prevention. So guys, this product was mainly created for scientists worldwide that were dying from radiation poisoning, which most of them came down with cancer. And as I'm going to show, I believe I have it in here that the US patent is for its anti-cancer property. So you come across someone with cancer, share this. Even if they're doing chemo and radiation, guess what? This is going to help them so they don't have that fallout that comes with these toxic products they're putting in your body. Total toxicity going in. It's going to kill everything that's good and bad. So as you take Hemoheme, it's going to help to keep that blood count up so you might not get nausea might not have hair loss and all those other terrible things that happen. So, okay, let's switch to number 3. The Pianica janpa is a food found in northern Japan. It's used for gout, osteoarthritis, fever, respiratory tract illness, and cold. Flu season is coming around. It's also used for menstrual cramp, another one, polycystic ovarian syndrome. We already mentioned that. It's also used for viral hepatitis, liver cirrhosis, upset stomach, muscle cramping, hardening of the arteries, and all that you see here. Epilepsy, nerve pain, and these are just some of the lists. And it's used for whatever someone's dealing with at that time. So let's go on. I don't want to spend too much time on hemoheme. So let's skip. So this is what I was speaking about here is the patent information. This is the US patent, herbal composition for improving anti-cancer activity, immune response. And so it's great for the body. Protecting the body from oxidative damage and so forth. So this is great to have to share. And I just had this in here to show, this is your immune system, guys. So when the doctor tells you you're gonna remove your tonsils or your lymph node or your appendix or your bone marrow and all these things here, when you remove these, you're affecting your immune, you're destroying, you're breaking down your immune system because you need it. You need this, you need that, you need the appendix where they tell you these things are not necessary, they're not important, you can live without them, yes. But your immune system is going to become weaker as you remove these because these are your immune system. So I just wanted to add that. I added that to the slide for that purpose. And then we go to our wonderful vitamin C. Hopefully you guys are stocked up on your vitamin C now because we're in the flu season and it is a necessity. This vitamin C also helps to alkalize your body, which is also going to help to make your immune system stronger along with the hemoheme. I always do hemoheme and vitamin C. Always, always, always. It's good for your eyes. It's good for everything that you need for your body. And as we noticed during COVID, they said one of the biggest things they noticed that we were all deficient in vitamin C. So stock up on that vitamin C if you are not taking it right now. Let me see the time because I'm not going to go beyond 11 this morning. Then there's Finezyme. And I have them in these order for a reason. I think they said 80% of Americans have digestive health issues. Now, unfortunately, the Finezyme was no longer on the US side. It was over on the Korean side, which I guess we're waiting for them to load back up, but I'll still touch on it. Most Americans have digestive health challenges because one, we eat and drink. When you eat and you drink, you're breaking down that digestive juice that is only released when you're eating. Because once you put food in your mouth and you start to chew, the body goes, oh, she's eating. Let me start producing that acid that's going to break down the food to digest your food. But then we go and we drink whatever we're drinking while we're eating, and then we drink it ice cold, which is solidifying the food in your gut. And there's no digestion going on because you just washed away the digestive juice. So I believe that's one of the reasons why there's so many individuals with digestive health challenges in America. But also, if you eat a lot of red meat, you definitely need this because our bodies are not made to break down meat like that. We have a longer colon system where it takes longer to pass through. The meat eaters in nature have a very short colon. They eat it and it passes through. In no time, you see them going to the bathroom. Our system is not made for the food to go right through like that. We have a really long colon. So it's slowly going through and it's sitting in there while it's rotting. If you notice, a lot of people that eat a lot of meat, red meat, beef, when they go to that bathroom, you don't want to go in after them. It smells so bad. That's because it's rotting in there. But when you have Fine Zyme, this is made from pineapple, which is great if you guys eat a lot of pineapples too. It helps to break the food down, digest it. If you have Fine Zyme at home, do the test after you've had something heavy. Beef, have the Fine Zyme after, and you're going to feel the difference immediately. You feel the breakdown happening. So let's click on that. So let's skip to the next one. Where am I? Okay, so let's touch on this. So it has the vitamin B1, biotin. This is what it's comprised of. So it's carbohydrates, protein, fats, and all. Why did my screen go like this? Let's move it back. Okay. All right. And the Korean red ginseng. I'm trying to touch on products that we don't always talk about because these are really great products that's good for your health. Now, the Korean red ginseng, ginseng is the #1 selling product in Korea, then Hemohim after. This has been their top selling supplements for centuries. They use a lot of ginseng over there in the Asian world, and it does wonders. This helps with memory. This particular package, when I buy it, I use it. It's an acquired taste, guys. So however you choose to take it, but I make a tea with it. I just put it in some water, and you can use honey or sugar or however you do it. And I use it as a tea. When you take this in the morning, if you're someone that wakes up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm drained, I need me a cup of coffee. You don't need your coffee. You can take this. You're going to feel the kick of energy immediately in your body. When I say immediately you feel that energy kick. I should have taken out my notes to touch on everything here. But if we wake up and we need that type of energy, it's already showing that you're deficient in so much in your body. So you really need to be on Hemohim to get your immune system back on track. And this product will help to get you there. Okay. Let's see here. So it boosts your immune system, it relieves fatigue, it's antioxidant, it improves memory, and it helps with your blood flow. And they're just basically showing you here. And there's so much more to it. So let's skip that. And we're going to go to the probiotics. Why do we need probiotics? If you have ever taken any type of anti-medicine, antihistamine, antibiotic, anything that is anti, you're destroying your biotics in your gut, the good biotics in your gut. And also that's a big problem in the US because so many people live on antibiotics. You get a cold, you run to the doctor, they give you antibiotics. You have a fever, you get everything they give you antibiotics for. So every time that you take antibiotics, guy, you really need to take some probiotics. If you're here and you just took a heavy dose of antibiotics, yes, you need the probiotic. You really do need to get on it to get your gut back on track because it is killing everything in your gut. And let's see, so it's showing you here, it has the 3 types of prebiotics, which is great. Probiotics must come with the prebiotics. Now, this is what I said, do your test at home. How do you know if your probiotics work? If you put that probiotics in like what do you call those little gel? Oh my gosh. We give it to the kids. I can't remember now. It's not Jello, the pudding. If you put your probiotics in the pudding and mix, that pudding is supposed to turn basically to water. That's how you know your probiotics work. I did the test with this probiotics, it worked. It is supposed to become so liquidy, when you turn it, it just pours right out like water. So you can, if you're not using the Atami probiotics, do your test to see if your probiotics work. And it tells you what it does. Probiotics are living microorganisms that's you need to have them in your gut at all times, because 80%, 80 to 90% of your immune system is in your gut. So if your gut is not doing well, you're in trouble. As I said, antibiotic, poor diet, or a lot of traveling, because when we do a lot of traveling, we don't eat so right either. As it talks about, it helps with your gut, it helps to boost your immune system. It helps to relieve gut symptoms of diarrhea, constipation, bloating, decrease vaginal and urinary tract infection. So a lot of women tend to have this right here, vaginal and urinary tract infection. So many times I hear women say, oh, I have this reoccurring infection. They might want to take a look at getting some probiotics going. And let me see the time. And then it's telling you the different times. It has 12 strengths of probiotics here. Now we also have the microbiome probiotics on the other website. Hopefully we will get it back, because that's a step up from this one. Really excellent probiotic, especially for someone that might have, people go in the hospital and they leave with unwelcome gift, like they overdose you on probiotics, you can end up with C. diff. Now that's a really, really bad infection, to the point where you're quarantined in your room. And if you've ever had C. diff, you'll know, because your feces smells so bad. And that's from an overdose of probiotics, so much that it killed your system. People have died from that. So just be careful, learn, educate yourself, and know what to do and what not to do. So as it's showing, good bacteria, harmful bacteria, which you're not going to see anyway. And it's made from blueberries. It tastes great. So you don't have to worry. It's a powder. You don't have to worry about putting it in your mouth. And the taste is really, really good. And then we go to the Atami B complex. Now on this one, all of us should be taking this. Every single one of us should be on B complex, especially ladies, if you have had kids. Now, guys, it's also good for you guys. I know CJ said we're always leaving out the guys. But the reason why I say ladies, CJ, is we bring forth the next generation. So much is leaving our bodies when we go through pregnancy. We need to rebuild our system after we have had children. It is not pushed here in America that you really need to rebuild your immune system after you've given birth. And that's why so many women are sick here. They come down with so many health challenges after childbirth, and they don't know why. Just remember, you carried maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of the next generation in your body. They're taking the nutrients from you. If you don't have enough, then these kids come out with health challenges. But if you have had all 4 healthy babies, they pull so much from your body. Now it's time for you to rebuild your system so you don't end up with a lot of health challenges later on in life. So the benefits of B complex. So let's just go through the benefits of B complex and why we need it. Why is it important? It helps with nerve problems. So if you come across someone that's having a nervous breakdown, they have nerve challenges, they need to be on B complex. It helps with folic acid. It provides so many benefits from the body. It helps with anemia, confusion, irritability, and depression. So a lot of people that we're around that's depressed or easily irritated, give them some B complex. You'll be amazed. This one lady said, oh my God, I got a whole new husband after she put her husband on it. He changed totally. A lot of times, some of these things that we see people are doing is just a deficiency in their body why these manifestation is going on. And people be going to the doctor, and they're putting them on antidepressant when they just need nutrients in the body. It also helps with diarrhea, constipation, numbness or tingling in the feet and hands. A lot of people have that going on. So digestive issue, skin issue, infection. And even for babies who are born to women with deficiency in folic acid during pregnancy are most likely to have birth defects. So that's why we need it. It also helps with celiac disease, HIV, Crohn's disease, you name it, kidney condition, rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, the list goes on and on and on. It's, if you've seen someone or you have ever had that crack around the mouth, that's also a deficiency. Scaly skins are on your lips, swollen tongue, fatigue, weakness, all these things come under it. So just get that B complex going. It is a necessity for our body. And let's show what's in here. This is what it's comprised of, which we all need. The niacin, a lot of people are deficient in that. Folate, it shows it all here. B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and B12. Now, a lot of people focus on just taking B12. I'm taking my B12. I'm taking my B12. Guys, you need the entire complex because you're just taking B12. You're only getting this right here. But what about the rest? This plays a role in mood regulation and cognitive function. Essential fatty acid helps support your skin and digestion, production of energy. And the list goes on and on here. So you need the entire complex and not just B12 only. You know, people pride themselves, oh, I go get my B12 shot, but you're only getting B12, not the whole package. And this is what we provide here at Atomi. So let's go on to the next slide. Oh, and it's just basically showing you what it's comprised of. So I pride myself on saying these are all plant-based at all times. Your body naturally receives plant-based. So if you have any other supplements in your home and it's not from plants, your body can't absorb it. You're just putting something in your body that's just going to be building up in your system because it cannot absorb anything else but plants. We were made for plants, not chemical. And GMO, vegan, gluten-free. And then we go to the lovely pomegranate beauty. Then I'm going to stop here after that. If you guys have any questions? Sorry, give me a minute. Oh, okay. So pomegranate beauty. We know everyone says, oh, Cleopatra, it was her favorite food, and it does wonders for the body. Loaded with nutrients for the body. I'm trying to find my sheet with it. I forgot to pull out the one on pomegranate beauty. Shoot. Anyway, it says the beauty secret of Cleopatra and others here. So even until this day, pomegranate is used for so much in skincare. Oh, that's Sephora Queen. Okay. We don't want to talk about where it's found. Now, one of the things with this pomegranate beauty here, it is, as it says, pomegranate concentrated is used while its ellagic acid levels are increased through a 30-step pattern. So this particular pomegranate here is not regular that you're going to find in the store at all. It is loaded with ellagic acid, and as it says, 30-step pattern. So let's go through it. Ellagic acid is great for those who have cancer. That's one of the things people are always looking for is that ellagic acid, and we have it here in our pomegranate beauty. Also, this pomegranate is very, very, very concentrated. I believe it says, let's go to it. I believe it says it's 3 or 4 times more concentrated. So let's see. Oh, 26 times more concentrated. So when you have one stick in a package, it's 26 times more concentrated. So you're getting a whole lot of nutrients from one packet here. So guys, if you're not really getting this pomegranate here, it is a great to add to your diet as well, because you're getting the benefits from it and you're helping your body also to fight. Oh, great. I wanted to read some benefits of pomegranate. Hopefully this is the whole thing here. Let's see. Oh, nope, sorry. Yeah. I can't find my paperwork with the whole benefits of it. So let's show, and they're showing the results here of the 8-week test and the difference. So if you go to your back office, you can see what it is there. Give me a moment here. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this.
And now there's a question in the chat about the probiotics. A grandson, 9 years old, should probiotics be given to him? So just to let you know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm stopping. Yeah, that's why I'm stopping with this one so I can get to the question. So for pomegranate, it helps to support your heart, your digestive health, reduce inflammation, boosting your immune system, and of course the whole cancer part with the ellagic acid, and also chronic disease. So so those are some of the benefits of it. Better brain health, because it also helps with cognitive function, and it is rich in vitamin C and other nutrients. It's also great for your kidney. It may help to prevent kidney stone, and it's also great for your urinary health. So guys, lots of reasons to take this product if you have not tried it. And I have to say, you can become addicted to this. It tastes so good. You're supposed to take what, 2? You put it in the refrigerator. Let it chill just a little bit, because I really don't do anything ice cold. Just give it a little chill to it. But it is impossible to just take 2 daily. It really is. So give it a try if you have not tried it. Once you start buying this product, you're going to become addicted to it, because it really does taste great. And it's a healthy snack that you can take with you on the road. You're out there and you feel like you need something to keep you until you get home. You have this. I was going to stop at the pomegranate, but I'm going to do spirulina. I cannot not do spirulina. So spirulina, I'm going to end it on this so we can get to the questions, so I can finish up here. It is known as the superfood that everyone's talking about now, including NASA. Do you know when they send those scientists out to space, they're up there for months and months and months. How do they stay healthy? Spirulina goes with them because it is packed full of nutrients. So let's take a look at spirulina. Also, it detoxes the body. Anything that is green, spirulina, all those others, green is cleansing for the body. So it's the longest surviving microblue algae. It contains right here up to 60% of protein. So when people are vegetarians and you're told, oh, you cannot have the protein without eating meat, that is not true. You don't need meat to get the protein, because guess what? In the beginning of time, before men started eating meat, they were perfectly healthy. Meat eating came after the flood. And those people lived longer before the flood. After the flood, when man started eating meat, if you pay attention to the Bible, that's when the lifespan started to decrease. Meat eating, the lifespan started to go downhill. Before meat, they lived long, long, long. And if you look at nature, the animals that live the longest are not the meat eaters. The meat eaters die very quickly. So this is here, 60% protein. Announced as the food for the future by the World Health Organization. UNICEF use it for undernourished children, and of course, NASA use it for their space travel. So it has 18 types of amino acid, 15 types of fatty acid, 13 types of minerals, 12 types of vitamins, and 5 types of antioxidants. So, and again, as I said, the best source of protein. It is the best source of protein because your body readily absorbs nature. And this is what these products are, plant-based. So if someone is struggling and need more protein in your body, you don't need to go buy unhealthy meat. Just stock up on your spirulina. It also is going to help to purify your blood and all that wonderful stuff. And where is ours grown? It tells you, this is what I like about the company, the disclosure of where it's grown. In clean, clean water. So that's it here for the presentation this morning. Let me stop sharing. But guys, if you've never had spirulina, the atomic spirulina, and I'm going to say there's lots of spirulina on the market. Lots and lots and lots of spirulina. But just remember, I want you guys to keep this in mind. Spirulina is also used to clean waterway. Because it's a filter, it will clean up any waterway where that it's grown in. And what a lot of these companies are doing is they clean up the waterway with the spirulina, but instead of getting rid of the spirulina, then they turn around and make it into the supplement that they're selling you on the market. And now you're getting spirulina with whatever was in that waterway that they're cleaning up. So just be careful. And then another thing also, you know, people say, oh, I don't want the capsules, I want the powder. Let me tell you a little secret about these powder supplements. You buy them in these big containers, and every time you open that container, oxidation is happening because the air is getting in. And as you scoop out and it becomes less and less, that empty space is being filled with air. So you close it, it's filled with air. By the time you get halfway through, that thing is of no use because it's oxidation killed whatever little benefit might be in there. And then they also say most powder supplements that you buy have fillers in them. But when you buy from Atomi, you don't have to worry about that because they're encapsulated in these little capsules. And you open, if you don't want to use the capsules, you can just pop it open and pour some in your smoothie or whatever you're making, but at least you know there's no oxidation happening and you don't have to worry about it. The fact that they use it to clean waterway and now you're getting it. Let me close this out. Don't say. So yes, my grandson was given antibiotics lately. He's 9 years old. Can I give him probiotics? Yes, most definitely. Because most kids that are vaccinated and get a lot of probiotics end up with tons and tons of ear infection. Guys, pay attention. Those kids that get vaccinated or do antibiotics, they're always getting ear infection, always. So get that probiotics going. Oh, a copy of the PowerPoint. I just closed it up. Linda, can you put your email? Because there's a lot more products on there. I just didn't cover them all. It would take too much. Is it still in the Gmail? CJ, do you know? Is it back in the Gmail? The Fine Sign? I haven't checked lately. Okay, I see it. Let's see if it's in the Gmail.
What are we looking for now in the Gmail?
The Finezyme, is it back in the Gmail?
No, only cosmetics right now.
Okay, that's what I saw the last time. Okay,
Yeah, they have not given us an update yet on if any of the additional products that were in the Gmail is going to be available. They just stated this cosmetics right now.
okay. So we just have to wait on the Finezyme, unfortunately. We had it on the US Mall, then they upgrade. Oh my Lord. They upgraded.
No, Novelette, you was just talking about Feinstein. That's why I thought
Yeah.
I
mhm,
mentioned that. You was talking about it, so I thought
Yeah.
it was bad.
I know it's not back. It was just in my presentation. So I figure we'll get it.
Oh,
I think it's supposed to come back to the US Mall, correct, Nick? Because they said they were going to upgrade it and bring it back. Since we had it in the US Mall before, I figure it's only a matter of time for it to migrate back over here. So, Nick, is he still there? Nicholas,
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, ma'am.
okay, the chat, you get the chat, right? Or is it CJ?
No, well, we all get the chat.
Yeah, we all
Okay.
get a check. We just have to unmute when.
No, no, no,
Go
no,
ahead,
no.
Norbert.
When you record, you get everything that's in the chat separately transcribed?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay, can you send me the chat? Because there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 few people that's requesting the presentation. Can you send it to me so I can send it out?
Sure, no problem. I'll do that.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
So those were the only question. What supplement would be good for a 5-year-old autistic child? Ooh. Mm. I guess you can try Hemoheme.
Hemoheme would be good. They can give if you just a little, just a teaspoon, okay? And the vitamin C, 500 milligrams. Sorry, Miss
Yeah.
Noblet.
Hi. Yep, I was gonna add that vitamin C. Yep, the Hemoheme and the vitamin C. And it's fairly not good for weight loss. I know I've heard testimonies with Hemoheme. That I know. I've heard testimonies with Hemoheme and weight loss.
Yes, Miss Noblet, it does.
Mm-hmm. But remember, yes, spirulina also cleanses the body, so I would assume that it would do that as well. And then incorporate, the lifestyle change the diet, and exercising, and drink a lot more water. Water helps tremendously with weight loss because it flushes the acid out of your body. So do the whole lifestyle change. And there's also thank you for that. We also have the tea. What's it called again, Miss Joy? The pure tea?
Pure tea. Mhm.
Yeah, we also have the pure tea.
And
And
the
And
apple
the apple
fennel.
venom.
The
yeah,
apple fennel.
I was about to mention that one, the pure tea and the apple fennel.
Yep. All these products
Apple,
are
yeah.
kind of for weight loss. For weight
The
loss.
apple fennel jelly stick.
Mhm.
Yeah. So give them a try.
Yeah, guys, just remember all the products that we call for weight loss. It helps, but you also have to change your
Your diet.
diet as
Yeah.
well. As
Because
well.
the lifestyle change is what's really going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Eating healthier, incorporating a lot more fruits and veggies.
And salads.
Yep. And exercise.
Yep.
What the saying goes, try to eat less. Leave more food on your plate each day. Eat less.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, our stomach, they say, is the size of our fist. But when I go out, I see people, the plate is so big. And when I used to go to Golden Corral, the first time I went there was a shock of my life. They're giving you 4 plates and they're expecting you to use all 4 plates. That's way past the size of our fist.
Mhm.
So we just have to do the lifestyle change. And that will make a huge, huge difference. Dieting is not good. Dieting is not good for the health at all. So if we just change our lifestyle, eat everything in moderation, and you don't have to per se go join a gym. Just go out and walk. Walk morning and evening. If someone is really trying to lose weight and you go out and you walk every day, and not the slow walk, but the brisk power walk where you're moving your arms back and forth, you'd be amazed at how much weight you'll drop in no time. Because I've heard people say they can't afford to go to the gym. You don't need the gym. There's a lady right here in my community. I think you guys have heard me talk about her. She's just so inspiring to watch. She was pretty big. And guys, she has dropped more than half that weight starting last summer. She walked through the summer, she walked through the rain. As long as it's not thunderstorming, she's out there in her raincoat. She walked through the winter. She was just inspiring. I almost walked by her the other day, didn't recognize her. She has dropped so much weight, and she was out there walking like 2-3 times a day because she was determined to lose that weight. And she had her water bottle with her as she was going, and I was cheering her on. I didn't say anything to her because, you know, I don't know her like that, but I was just cheering her on every time I would see her. And just seeing her the other day when I was out walking, it was just amazing how much weight she's lost. So walking is like the best thing anyone can do for weight loss. Just get out there and walk. And it might not be easy at first because you're not used to it, but you feel so much better because guess what? All your organs have pressure points on the bottom of your feet. And as you walk, you are exercising those organs as well. So, Miss Joy, you raise your hands again?
Yes, Miss Novlet. For the weight loss, they can add milk thistle because that milk thistle it curbs your appetite. So you can add that to the weight loss. Thank
Okay.
you.
So there you go, guys. There you go. I'm gonna share this and then I'm gonna be done here. I don't think I see any other questions in the chat. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about with the bottom of your feet. Let me stop sharing and go to my email.
Miss Novlet,
Yes, ma'am.
good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yeah, since you are searching a question,
Uh-huh.
we are aware of what is happening to our food on the whole. Do you think it's a good idea to consume the natural fruit pomegranate?
The natural what?
Fruit, the pomegranate. The pomegranate?
Well, we gotta eat, right? We just have to try
Yes.
to get it as organically as we can.
Well, at least
I
if
just
we,
had some the other day. I
yes,
put it in
because
my smoothie.
that's what I do. That's why I'm asking you. But at least we have the him and we have the liquid dishwashing liquid, so we have to make use of those as well.
Yeah. Come on, why is it not
So
open?
help us on our journey, the journey to eat,
Mm-hmm.
or the journey. All right, thanks.
Okay. Come on, come on.
Miss
Okay.
Novlet,
Yeah.
did you mention that one pack of Artemis pomegranate is
26.
it's 26 glasses?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, come on. Okay. All right, I have it up. Okay. Oh, I forgot to hit share, right? You guys are not seeing the screen, right?
Right.
No.
Let me share. Okay. So so as you walk, do you see everything here? Your kidney, your adrenal, your pancreas, your stomach, your thyroid, your nose, sinuses. Right here is your throat and your tonsils. And it goes, your ears, your lungs, your stomach, your thyroid. So as you walk, guys, this is what you're doing. you are exercising every single part of your body because it's all connected down there. And this is why we also want to be healthy, because you don't want to be losing a toe, or you don't want to lose that foot, because guess what? They're all connected. You know, when we were young and we sing the head bone is connected to the, it truly is. Everything is connected right at the bottom. So we want to stay healthy. So for those who have diabetes, guys, please stop maintaining your diabetes. You are taught to maintain your diabetes so you can stay a permanent customer for them. But in the long run, you're creating havoc in your body. And as people get older on those diabetic medication, the metformin and whatever it is you're taking, it's ravishing your body. People end up losing their vision, losing body parts, having all type of health challenges. Maintaining your health is not, maintaining your sickness is not a good thing, because your body was not created to have these health challenges. And our bodies were certainly not created for these prescription drugs, because they're all acidic. Temporarily, yes, until you figure out how to eradicate it, but it shouldn't be a lifelong thing. So if you guys are not walking, go outside and walk. Walk your way to better health and juice. If you don't have a juicer, invest in a juicer. You might not eat all the fruits and the veggies, but you can juice them and get them in your system. Because when you juice, you can put a ton of fruits in there, and you might not have, I put in so many different ones, I wouldn't eat that much in one day, but you can throw them all in the juicer and drink it. And just take charge of your health. You'd be amazed juicing every day how it transforms your health. And you don't eat as much when you juice also, because it's filling. So, yeah. So let me stop there. So let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so that was the last question, was to send the presentation. Don't forget, oh, no, Nick is going to send me, don't forget Gabrielle's question in the chat. Okay, there's a question from Gabrielle. Oh, what should a woman with? I guess, oh, the Sephora Queen helps with that. Miss Gabrielle. The Sephora Queen helps with, let me go back to the Sephora Queen. Let me, oh, I don't think I'm sharing my screen. It's just minimized. Okay. Yeah, the Sephora Queen helps. We've had testimonies on that. So that's a great one to help. Once women hit that menopausal stage, you know, the dryness happens, the dry skin, the dry vaginal area, the whole onslaught of this happens. And that Sephora Queen does wonders for menopausal women. It really does. So give it a try and see what happens. But let me pull it up on the screen anyway. So that's something we don't really talk about much, is the Sephora Queen. Every now and then I did a, what time is it? 11:08. Okay, I have to go. Let me just share. So if you guys are not familiar with it, there is a Sephora Queen for menopausal women. It helps with everything. It's a soft gel. Let's go down to this is what it's comprised of. And we've had many testimonies with this product, whether it's ringing in the air, you name it, the night sweat, all those things, that the onslaught that comes on with menopause. So give it a try and see what happens. Okay, that's it for me today. So Nick will give me the list of emails and I will send that video out to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you too. The one about the feet was oh, that is some fan facts. I didn't never know that. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. Yeah, that's why we need to walk.
Mhm.
That's why we really need to. And one of the best times to walk to help with weight loss is after your heaviest meal, like after we've had our dinner. Go out and walk because it helps with breaking down the food with digestion.
No.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, everyone.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Novelette.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Novelette.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
Miss
Thank
Noel.
you,
Bye.
Novelette.
Thank you,
Bye.
Miss.